So this is going to be an instructional video on the Chausson Flash 718 XLB. This is a 70 plate. So first of all, I'm going to take you around the outside of the vehicle, show you where the main components are, like your drain valves, etc. And then we will go into the habitation area. Just before we start, this vehicle is in the middle of PDI, so yet has not been validated externally or internally. So first things first, I'm going to show you how to open the bonnet. This is just in case you need to jump start the vehicle. All you need to do is come round to the passenger door, open the passenger door, and then you will see the bonnet release catch just here. Pull that down once and that will release. So as you can see, I have now got the bonnet open, and I'm just going to show you, like I said, if you need to jump start the vehicle, where the points are. So your negative terminal is just here, and then your positive is just down here under this cap here. Also under here you'll find your screen wash and other containers like your brake fluid and your oil fill just there. So now we are going to carry on around the vehicle. On the passenger side here, this is where you are going to fill up your diesel, and then the first compartment we come to here is going to be like a surface locker in effect. So this is going to be a freshwater fill tank. To fill this up, twist this nozzle out here, take the cap off and put your hose pipe inside. Fill it up, and then when the water starts to come back out, or if you catch it just before then, that means your tank is full. If you want to drain your tank, if you open this valve here, this is to drain to 20 litres. At the moment this is in the 20 litre position. To drain it to 20 litres, all you need to do is put this valve up and then turn on your pump at the main control panel in the habitation. That will then pump your fresh water out until 20 litres. If you want to leave it full completely, just keep this valve down and your tank will stay full when you turn your pump on. If you want to access the freshwater tank, you can do that through here. That's just in case you want to clean internally. And then underneath the vehicle there will be a white stop tap, which we've changed just so you can drain the full tank completely from full. And then here you'll find is going to be your main breaker. So this is when you're plugged into your two faulty mains. You got your fuses for the vehicle, and then this here, you can just leave this on at all times, but this is your battery charger. So when you are on campsite, if the vehicle has no power when you're plugged in, it's either the side post that's tripped, or it could be on the breaker just here. Here is going to be your 240 volts mains hookup. This is going to be your boiler flue, so keep this clear at all times because it does get quite hot. And then as you can see, I've got the garage space open at the moment, so you've got plenty of storage in here. Got your 12 volt socket, 240 volt socket there. Also here is your awning winder. You can see the light on there currently. That's because I've got the main control panel on in the habitation. And then I'll show you this internally as well, but under the bed, which you can lift up inside, that is just internal gas shut-off valves. That's in case one of the appliances goes faulty, you can isolate that appliance and then still use the other appliances. Here is going to be your external shower point. Next one is external 240 volt power. And then just behind the driver's rear wheel, you'll see your grey waste lever here. Currently that is in the open position. To close this, all you need to do is push this valve in and then release. Just pull the valve towards you. Here is going to be your toilet cassette. Currently this is in the locked position down here. It won't come out. All you need to do is lift this orange tab up and pull towards you. So once you have taken your toilet cassette out to either empty or clean, to empty, twist this nozzle out here, take the grey cap off, and then tilt the cassette up. Put your thumb on this button here, hold the button in. That just lets air into the top of the cassette, and then the fluids flow out evenly without splattering. Also, you can take this blade out as well to clean internally. Once you've finished, put the grey cap back on, twist the nozzle back in, and then we will put the cassette back into place. So once you've cleaned your cassette, all you need to do is align it and slide it back into place. Make sure that this orange bracket here is down securely into place. Here is just some ventilation for your fridge and freezer, so keep that clear at all times too. And then on this vehicle, it has got a gas low system fitted, as you can see there. To fill this up, you just need to take this nozzle out here and then connect onto there. That will then fill your tanks up inside. On the driver's side, driver and passenger, they have got blackout blinds here. All you need to do is pinch and slide them across, and they will then meet at the end on a magnetic strip. And then same on the front window, they pinch, slide across, and they meet here on a magnetic strip in the middle. Under the driver's seat is going to be your toolbox. And then these front seats do swivel. To swivel the seats, all you need to do is pull this grey lever out, and then that will release the mechanism to swivel the seats. So now we are going to go over the habitation area. As you can see, this vehicle does come with an awning. I will send a separate link how to set up the awning and the email. So as you can see, as soon as we come into the habitation area, you'll have your main control panel and heating control panel above you. So the Truma heating control panel, I'll send a separate link again. This is just on the control panel to go through the settings. And then this control panel is quite straightforward, to be fair. So you've got your master on and off here. So turn this on, just press the power button there. Because I left the lights on last time, it's remember the lights was on. To turn the lights off, and the control panel's still on. The next button here is your fresh water pump. On your fresh water pump, just make sure you've got fresh water in the tank. You don't want to turn the pump on and run the pump dry, because you could potentially burn the motor out. The next one here is going to be your awning light, and then these ones down here are just going to give you some levels. So the first one is your habitation battery level. The next one is your vehicle battery level, and then the next one is your fresh water level. If this is empty, 9 times out of 10 your grey waste is full. And then this here is just to change the brightness of the control panel. If you are plugged into mains hookup, this bit here will light up like a pigtail. That will light up and give you your indicator that you are connected to mains hookup. I'll just turn the lights back on. In this vehicle, it does have a drop down bed, to control this is just by the button here underneath the sink. But first of all, the bed will only work if you've got your safety keys. Your safety keys go in this compartment here. All you need to do is switch it on. The keys are currently just on the bunch of keys at the moment, but all you need to do is put it in, switch it on, and then go to the button and drop down the bed. Also, behind this cover here is going to be your motor for your drop down bed. So if your drop down bed does not work, it's either ran out of battery on the ledger battery or the motor has failed. If the motor has failed, you can take this cover off, and then you have a rod to wind up the bed. As you can see, you've got some lights on both sides. These are just switched on here behind the curtains, and a little switch. Next, we're going to go over the kitchen area. So as you can see on this vehicle, we do have a 2-ring gas burner and then 1 electric. The electric one will only work on mains hookup, and then if you are off grid or not connected to mains, just use your gas. One safety feature we do highlight is when you do use the hob, make sure you leave the glass cover up for around 20 minutes just to let everything cool down. The reason we say this is because of the temperature difference. It could potentially shatter. On your kitchen tap here, so basically you want to prime your system. So when you get to campsite or you're being off grid, so you've filled your fresh water tank up, fill your tank up and then turn your pump on. Open the cold side of the tap. Open the cold side. That will release the air out of the tap, and then your cold side is primed. Then open the hot side. When you open the hot side, it might take a few minutes. The reason for this is because it's going to fill your boiler up first, and that will take around 10 litres of your fresh water. Once your boiler is filled and the water comes through on the hot side, your full water pipework and boiler is all primed, ready to use when you need. Here we've got your fridge and freezer. To turn this on, it's just here. All you need to do is press and hold this on button here and it will light up. So we have a few settings on here. I'm going to go through them now. To change the settings though, just press this touchscreen here and that will then change them and go through them. So the first one here is A. So basically that's saying it's like an automatic select. They don't advertise it as that, but it's going to auto select the best source it has available. So it's trying to go for gas because obviously we've got the gas low system in, as well as if the gas is turned on. Next one is mains hookup. Next one is vehicle battery. It's just pulling a 12-volt feed from the vehicle, not actually draining your vehicle battery. And then the last one is just gas. If you do leave it on A, it will change automatically though. So as soon as you turn the vehicle ignition on and drive away, this will come off gas and then it will go on to vehicle battery automatically. Here is just your temperature, so you can change this as you desire. You'll gauge this yourself by using it, and to turn it off, just press and hold the power button and that will completely shut down the fridge. Up here we have a TV bracket. To release this, it's just this silver tab here. Pull this out and then slide across, and then when you want to put it back into place, wait for the click. There we go, and that's securely back into place. We have got an aerial up here. To use this, all you need to do is undo this dial, this like knob here, this nut thing. Undo it, slide this bar up. That just gives you your height and then here you can change the angle of the aerial blade to get the best signal. And then the last part is the bedroom and shower and toilet area. So on your toilet, as you can see, there's a red light on there. So this is an indicator saying that that toilet cassette is nearly full. The indicator is on at the minute because the toilet cassette has been taken in and out when we have been doing testing. So that indicator will give you a warning when the toilet cassette is nearly full. The blue button is going to be your fresh water flush. So that's going to use your fresh water from your tank. It's not a separate tank. Same when you tap here. When you are priming your kitchen tap, you want to prime this, your basin, then it's ready to use. And same again on the shower. On the shower door, these are connected by a magnetic strip in the seal. Also in the shower you do have a bar here which can pull down, and then you can hang stuff for drying. If you've got anything, any wet clothes, you can dry them out in there. And then the last thing in the bedroom area, this bed is adjustable in height. Also you can lift this bed up. So like I said earlier, you can access this internally. So your gas valves, internal gas valves, you need to isolate one of the appliances is just there. Also, this is the handle here to adjust the bed height. So you can have the bed higher to give you more garage area at the back, or you can keep it low if you don't need that much space. And then the last thing under the bed is where your boiler is. Just here, this black valve with the blue like lever on top and the blue button, just here. So currently this is in the open position, so that has drained your boiler with all the water. So once this reaches a certain temperature, the boiler will drain and open this valve automatically. This is just to protect your boiler. If you want to drain your boiler when you are completely finished using your motorhome and going to park it up for a few weeks, all you need to do is twist the dial on top. Twist the dial, that blue button there will pop out. So that is open at the minute. To close it, I'll twist the dial again. So that is in the closed position there. But the button, as you can see, lower down is still out. So your boiler is still open at the moment. To close it completely, as you can see now, I have pushed the button in. So that is now isolated and your boiler will fill up. The reason for them valves, like I say, it's mainly to protect your boiler. So if we are going somewhere cold, I think it's around 3 degrees, if it detects it's that cold, it will then open the valve automatically and then drain the boiler out. So that is the instructional video complete on the Chausson Flash 718 on a 70 plate. If you do have any more questions, leave a comment below, or you can always drop us an email or give us a call.